Have you ever paused for a moment and wondered why you made the choices you did today? Was it your decision to wake up late? Or were you merely a consequence of last night's exhaustion? Was falling in love an act of your free will? Or was it a predetermined unfolding of neurons, memories, and circumstance? Welcome to Metaphysics Diary. Today, we step into one of the most enduring philosophical battles of all time: determinism versus free will. Let's begin at the foundation. What exactly is determinism? At its core, determinism is the idea that every event, every decision, every emotion is the inevitable result of prior causes. Like dominoes in motion, each moment is shaped by what came before it. The food you chose for breakfast, the words you're hearing now, even the thoughts forming in your mind. Determinism suggests they're not random. They are effects of causes stretching infinitely backward. In this view, the universe is a chain of cause and effect. Atoms collide, chemicals react, people are born into culture, trauma, love, fear, and everything, every smile, every war, every poem follows the laws of nature. But this idea has consequences. Because if all our actions are determined, are we truly responsible for anything? If the criminal had no choice, do we punish him or heal him? If the hero was destined to be brave, is it courage or inevitability? Now let's consider the counterpoint: free will. Free will is the belief that we have real agency, that despite biology, culture, and circumstance, there is a you inside, an observer, a chooser, that can, at times, break the chain of causality. You are not merely acted upon by the universe. You act upon it. You make a decision. And that decision could have gone another way. Free will gives us meaning. It gives us morality. It gives us creativity. Because without choice, what is praise? What is blame? And perhaps most importantly, what is growth? Now pause for a moment. Because there's more. Both determinism and free will have their roots not just in philosophy, but in science. Neuroscience shows that our brain often makes decisions before we become aware of them. In famous experiments, subjects chose to press a button, milliseconds after their brain had already made the decision. This seems to tilt the balance toward determinism. After all, if the brain decides before you do, is the you even real? Yet this interpretation is contested. What if consciousness doesn't make choices in real time, but still shapes the environment in which decisions happen? On the other side, quantum physics introduces randomness into the universe, events without clear cause. But randomness is not freedom. A random choice is not a willed choice. So we find ourselves between two extremes. If everything is determined, then we are prisoners of fate. If everything is random, then we are victims of chaos. So, where do we stand? Some philosophers offer a middle path: compatibilism. Compatibilists believe that free will and determinism can coexist. They say, yes, the universe is lawful. Yes, our desires and thoughts have causes. But if we act according to our own internal motivations, without coercion, then we are free in a meaningful way. Think of it this way: you may not have chosen your desires, but if no one forced your hand, and your actions flowed from your own internal reasoning, perhaps that is enough. Freedom, not as the absence of cause, but as alignment with one's own nature. This view has a quiet beauty to it. It reminds us that we are not blank slates. We are stories in motion, stories written by past pain and future longing, but also rewritten with every breath. Now let's take a moment to bring this to a personal level. Have you ever done something that felt inevitable, and yet, years later, you wish you had chosen differently? Or made a choice so out of character that you still wonder, who was I in that moment? maybe the answer lies not in choosing between determinism and free will, but in recognizing the interplay between them. You are not the author of the universe, but perhaps you are the editor of your story. The conditions are set, the pages are filled, but in how you interpret them, how you read them aloud, how you share them with others, maybe there, free will begins. So, what does this mean for you? It means that you are not doomed by your past, nor are you burdened with absolute control. It means that your choices matter, even if they are shaped by forces unseen. It means you can forgive yourself for what you were never taught, and empower yourself for what you can still become. In the grand theatre of existence, maybe determinism is the stage, the lighting, the script, but free will is how you deliver your lines. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough. If this exploration stirred something within you, if it made you question, reflect, or simply breathe a little deeper, then I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, do you feel more free or more determined? Don't forget to like the video if it resonated, and subscribe to Metaphysics Diary for more calm, thoughtful journeys into the inner and outer world. Until next time, stay curious, stay conscious, and stay kind.